Hi, did you know that it takes roughly 4 5-star reviews to negate one 1-star review? While majority of restaurant goers tend to leave negative reviews, it is pretty important for patrons to also remember to submit the higher starred reviews. Engaging with customers and getting higher starred reviews will help the restaurant bring in more business. Here at Goat Hospitality, we thrive on the excellence of our reviews to help bring in more business for the restaurants. Goat Hospitality LLC is built on hard work, dedication, knowledge, and 20 plus years of experiences, all originating from the man himself, Uncle Goat. Uncle Goat was a prominent and well-respected restaurant consultant who passed away in early 2010. Here at Goat Consulting, we always make sure that we thrive to remember Uncle Goat and what this business was built on. Goat Hospitality LLC is built on hard work, dedication, knowledge, and 20 plus years of experiences, all originating from the man himself, Uncle Goat. Uncle Goat was a prominent and well-respected restaurant consultant who passed away in early 2010. Here at Goat Consulting, we always make sure that we thrive to remember Uncle Goat and what this business was built on. Goat Hospitality LLC is built on hard work, dedication, knowledge, and 20 plus years of experiences, all originating from the man himself, Uncle Goat. Uncle Goat was a prominent and well-respected restaurant consultant who passed away in early 2010. Here at Goat Consulting, we always make sure that we thrive to remember Uncle Goat and what this business was built on. Keeping the name, hard work, and dedication alive, Goat Hospitality consultants collaborate independently with our clients from proposal through final project presentation. Working hand in hand during the implementation, every client has direct and immediate access to their Goat consultant. Goat Hospitality's consultant understand that each assignment is distinctive in its scope and outcome. Our management team is committed to working with each individual seeking a consulting assistance. We ensure that the best possible match is made with one or a team of our independent professional consultants. Keeping the name, hard work, and dedication alive, Goat Hospitality consultants collaborate independently with our clients from proposal through final project presentation. Working hand in hand during the implementation, every client has direct and immediate access to their Goat consultant. Goat Hospitality's consultant understand that each assignment is distinctive in its scope and outcome. Our management team is committed to working with each individual seeking a consulting assistance. We ensure that the best possible match is made with one or a team of our independent professional consultants. As accomplished experts in our unique disciplines, Goat consultants are committed to providing practical, profit-oriented advisory services as well as hands-on approach to implementation. Successfully for the last 13 years, Goat Hospitality consultants have been bound by the highest ethical and professional standards. We have helped local hospitalities become the greatest of all time by executing their core values into their business. Here you can see the team behind Goat Hospitality LLC. My name is Mary Bennett and I'm the Executive Analyst with Goat Hospitality LLC. I have worked in the hospitality industry for the last decade. From dishwasher to manager, I've experienced each level in the 4 walls of a restaurant. My consulting career began in 2020 at the peak of COVID-19. Restaurants were changing and shutting down, and I became an integral part in implementing new policies, changes, and directions for restaurants. With Goat Hospitality, I've helped restaurants by taking a hands-on approach to driving the reviews higher and the guest experiences better. Working in the hospitality industry for as long as I have has given me a better perspective on how restaurants operate. It allows me to know the right questions when I start the analysis of a restaurant. Knowing things like the team members, ticket times, and policies that are currently in place help me as a consultant because it is important to keep the change to a minimal. While keeping the change to the minimal, we still want the guest experience top-notch. Therefore, it is important to start and understand the whys of a restaurant as is before the changes or additions to the policies are implemented. Alleviating the stress of the team members will help gain positive experience and result in higher reviews. As a consultant, it is important for me to have experience to help restaurants because it is something that I know from within. The importance of knowing the team member side helps change my methods of implementation as necessary. Explaining that each person has the same goal, the guest experience. If the guests come in and they have great experiences, that leads to the higher reviews, which means the team members are making money, the restaurant is making money, and everyone is happy. It is my job to ensure that this is a win-win-win situation. My expertise and knowledge will bring restaurants to its heights that they have set. When hiring a consultant, it is important for the customer, you, to do your research. For example, you wouldn't want a consultant that has been a neurosurgeon to help for benefiting your restaurant. Selecting a consultant that has the experience outside of just dining at the restaurant is important. Selecting a consultant that understands the stresses a manager has, the interactions the team endures, the heat the kitchen takes, and the amount of what feels like endless days to run a restaurant is what is beneficial about having a consultant that has experienced it all. Not to knock a neurosurgeon, but someone without the knowledge and experience of the other side will not be able to help provide the best consulting experience. For today, we're going to be talking about Branchwater Steak and Seafood located in Canton, Georgia. This restaurant was established in August of 2020. Named after the branch from the Springwater, Branchwater is known to be best enjoyed with your bourbon or favorite whiskey. While the restaurant itself has 75 SKUs of bourbon, the Brussels sprouts are probably the most popular item. So much so that the first-time guests are given a free welcome appetizer as Brussels sprouts. Some other options on the menu include brisket, seared ahi tuna, and pimento cheese deviled eggs. Competitors that are also located in Canton for Branchwater are Goin' Coastal and Downtown Kitchen. Goin' Coastal resembles the seafood aspect of Branchwater. It offers the same tuna, shrimp, and grits as does Branchwater. However, its specialty is seafood only. There is no mix of their flavor profiles that Branchwater has, such as the steak or the brisket. Downtown Kitchen is most comparable with their selection of offerings, from steaks to seafood and even a burger. Very similar to the menu selections at Branchwater. The biggest difference Downtown Kitchen displays is their higher price points and their smaller selection of bourbon or whiskey. Now, let's take a look at Branchwater's strengths. These strengths are based off of the reviews on their website. One of their biggest compliments or strengths is their atmosphere. Branchwater seems to have a very cozy or quaint atmosphere. For restaurants, it's important to have a welcoming atmosphere for family, date nights, or friends to meet to have a cocktail. One thing you don't want is to feel uncomfortable while you're eating dinner. Another strength based off of the reviews is the Brussels sprouts, as mentioned before. The Brussels sprouts are really good as an incentive to have diners come in, and especially since they are given away as a free appetizer to the first diners, it is a strength because it does allow for the reviews to come in to state how good the Brussels sprouts are, giving an incentive for people to come to eat their actual food instead of just hanging out at the bar having a cocktail. Another strength for Branchwater is their great food and drinks. Having great food is always a plus, and having great drinks is always a plus as well. However, when you mix the two and you have great food and drinks, it makes for a well-rounded menu and it makes for a great selection for the guest. Having the ability to provide great food and drinks always equals a great time. As with the strengths, the weaknesses that we're going to go over today will also be weaknesses that are based off of the reviews from the website. For Branchwater, some of the reviews include wait times and ticket times that take forever. When you schedule a reservation and you come in and you still have to wait to be sat, it's kind of defeating the purpose of the reservation. Or if you come in and multiple people get sat ahead of you after you've been told that there's a 30-minute wait, it kind of does not make for a pleasant experience as you walk in the front door. Once you're sat, another issue that Branchwater seems to have is getting the food out at the right time. Whether it be everyone at your table but you get your meal, or whether the whole table takes forever to receive. Either way, it's not an enjoyable experience and will lead to the bad reviews. One of the most popular and consistent reviews was based off of bad service. Whether it was the management was rude, the host was unknowing, or the server just didn't address anything at the table that was wrong, it just was bad service, even horrible. One of the things that implicates a restaurant constantly on reviews is bad service. Making sure that your service team and your members understand that service is going to lead to a higher guest experience and higher ratings is really important. So making sure that your team is trained and that your management is also trained is really important to make sure you get those higher reviews. Understanding your strengths and weaknesses is important because it shows the areas of improvement. For example, there should not be a wait time even if there is a reservation. It would be a reason to train the hostess to have them prepared with the information when the guests are unhappy at the door. The servers have the brunt of the work and should be encouraged to make the guest experience exceptional. Like at Downtown Kitchen, Morgan not only provided great experience here, but she also now has referrals. Making the guest experience wonderful enough to leave a positive review starts with addressing your weaknesses. Now that we have established some of the biggest strengths and biggest weaknesses of Branchwater Steak and Seafood, let's take the next few moments to review some of the recommendations for Branchwater. One opportunity that Branchwater has is to make sure that their servers, managers, bartenders, and hosts all show a little bit more of empathy to the patrons. One thing is, if someone tells you that something is not correct, it's not so much that the customer is always right, but let's show a little bit of compassion because they are choosing to come here and spend their money. Servers should respect the decision and be helpful, more assertive, and nicer to the patrons that are there and choosing, again, to show up, as well as the hostess and the managers. The managers should always be able to facilitate ease and help in any way, whether it be with the customers or with the servers. Another opportunity that Branchwater has to help reduce the negative reviews is to implement a better reservation system. As of now, currently, there are a few reviews that state even when reservations are made, it appears that there is still a wait time when they arrive at the restaurant. Again, it's important to keep in mind that these patrons have taken time out of their day to make the reservation and that it is important on the restaurant's end to abide by that reservation. We need to respect the time. So to implement a better reservation system and train the host on how to seat and hold tables properly would reduce the amount of negative reviews based off of the reservations that are currently placed. Another opportunity is to have the servers and the kitchen team get together and learn how to course out meals. There are several reviews that state that they will get all of their meals at the same time, or the table doesn't get the entrees all at the same time. It is important for everyone that is at the table to receive their food at the proper time, or if there's an appetizer, to have the appetizer before their meal, etc. That will reduce the amount of negative reviews based off of the timing issues, and it will help the restaurant get better reviews as the implementations take flight. Most threats and opportunities will go hand in hand. One of the biggest threats, again, is the service team. Based off of the review, the service team tends to not acknowledge their tables or are not attentive at all. One of the biggest parts about dining out is your interaction with your server. If there isn't one present to refill a drink, it reflects negatively. Patrons will not return based off of bad service, and most importantly, will not tip off of bad service. Another threat for Branchwater is the kitchen team. Many reviews stated that the kitchen took forever on their dishes. The kitchen has to be on their A game each and every start of service to ensure the guests are going to come back. Guests will not come back for poor food, overcooked food, or food that is received hours later after ordering. Another issue is, again, the reservation or wait times. As we mentioned before, the reservation issue can be fixed in opportunities, but some of the reviews mentioned that the guests weren't even greeted. A host or hostess is crucial in the dining experience. They limit the flow of guests, and more importantly, they are the first face guests put to our restaurant. To ensure a positive experience, the host or hostess need to make sure that they greet guests, sign off the guest, and be sure that they are giving an accurate wait time and will correlate with the kitchen times. If we can influence the guest start to finish positively, the ratings are proven to increase. Here is a SWOT analysis chart to help you visualize the strengths, weaknesses, opportunity, and threats that we previously discussed. As you can see, this visual helps give a clean takeaway of each section and helps with identifying the problems and the recommendations. To recap, prioritizing the guest experience leads to a better quality of a review. Having someone staffed to consistently manage the reviews to then self-reflect on the team will keep the managers up to date on their strengths and weaknesses. A restaurant is ever-changing and it is important to meet the demands of consistency. Remembering that the guest satisfaction is our goal each time someone walks in will help ensure those positive reviews. preparing the servers to be their best for the guest, training the host or hostess on seating systems to ensure the shorter and accurate wait times will be sure to bring the guest to Branchwater instead of going coastal. I would like to take the time now to thank you very much for the opportunity for myself and Goat Hospitality LLC to help regain the focus, identify the problems, and give recommendations that will excel your guest experiences and reviews. We hope to add you to our list of success stories and hope that we bring you all the 5-star reviews through our one-on-one consulting. Please be sure to reach out with any questions or concerns via your preference of communication. I can be reached via phone at 404-270-0038, via email at mary.bennett@goathospitality.com, or the main office line at 770-333-1647. Just don't forget to ask for Mary. Additionally, we are providing each of you with a special giveaway. In your bag, you will find an AirPod case that has our logo on it, along with a pop socket for your phone. And because we're Goat Hospitality, we have included a stuffed animal of a goat, reminding you that we are here to help provide an experience that is known to be the greatest of all time. Again, please feel free to reach out, and thank you for your time today.